we're back, and we're already rolling down the runway here at KPSP. We're showing high 40s, low 50s. And again, we have removed the SoCal region. All right, let's go ahead and get our gear up. And yes, we did take off with a tailwind, and that's good. Windsocks look like they're doing their job. We'll just hide that for now. All right, so SoCal has been removed. Great frame rates. So this is just what it would look like if all that was installed was the KPSP scenery. Of course, the airport looks fantastic. Even funnier is the fire department is doing a practice, I guess, or they're actually putting out a plane that is actually on fire. Hilarious. That's pretty cool to see. Here we are going over the airport itself. You know, it looks pretty cool. Tower, good. Got the WestJet, got the Air Canada. Look at all that. So obviously, scenery-wise, PSP is pretty much just focused on the direct area surrounding the airport. Looks like the rest of it then just falls into the standard items, along with, of course, vector and global. I mean, frame rate wise, it's pretty good. Obviously, you got the golf courses, the wind farms. A real Aspen has a trend vector. All right. There's our runway. All right, wind should be coming nose and to the left, or from the left. But it's only at like 6 knots. Alright, well, that was a pretty good landing. Alright, we're gonna stop her right here. And let's go to our world. Let's go to the scenery library. Now, if we take KPSP, we just uncheck it and click OK. Will this work? Will this generate the scenery in the same way, or do we have to actually completely remove it? I'm curious if we're going to like fall through the ground or something. All right. So, back at it. PSP. Now with the ORBX PSP removed. So, looks like you can just do that and it'll figure out the libraries. Alright, well, we're rolling. Come on, let's get some speed going. A little bit of an intersection departure. There we go. Well, frame rate up there around the 60s because we're trying to lock at 60. So, it seems to be that, yeah, when we throw in the ORBX scenery, we do not take too much, if really much of a hit at all. It's a few frames, but I mean, it's obviously looks much better and resembles it. But it keeps the frame rate really high, or high enough, that I don't distinguish between being able to land and fly it. And of course, the Windsocks do work when we have that scenery. So again, that's kind of nice. Yeah, I mean, once you depart, you get into this stuff. But maybe this is where some people may find like HD buildings might be of a better value, because with the HD buildings, a lot of that auto gen and the scenery around can be filled in from those pieces. So yeah, talking about the buildings. So I do have the Zintertech HD buildings. I had bought it a long time ago because it's just a buildings mesh kind of replacement. Now, I guess I'm just a little annoyed right now with ORBX. You could understand, possibly, I'm sure, especially others who have ORBX, that it's kind of annoying to be figuring out that we are losing some, to me, standardized functionality. So to me, you can't really fly a plane without Windsocks, like practice. Like, you're actually using this to work on your skills, to keep your mind fresh, to do the muscle memory items and keep things consistent with your flows, right? And so, like here, switching fuel tanks, but keeping our flows going. And it's not as easy to do when things are broken. So not really a big fan of broken. So the Windsocks are looking great. They tell us that the wind's coming from our left. And so we got to compensate for that. So aileron into the wind, and then use your rudder to maintain center line, right? Though I do find in P3D I got to use a little bit more of the rudder I shouldn't be using, but all right. So yeah, to me that's pretty good. All right. So yeah, let's go ahead. Let's go back into our scenery library. Let's check off PSP. All right, and we are back in, and now we've got our beautiful KPSP by ORBX back. So let's go ahead, and we'll treat this like a short field. See if we can get off the ground and not die. Power is set. Brakes are released. Airspeed's alive. Come on. It is a displaced threshold, so we got a little bit of extra runway to roll out. So we're going to get off in time. Helps that we're just using a Bonanza. All right. Almost expired. Gear's going up. Gear's up. Positive rate of climb. We're going to clean up our flaps. Yeah, so we can see there that road's been added. That, you know, that was a placement. So there's definitely placement of some of the objects, which is nice. But again, a lot of the buildings are using, these are just autogen buildings, I guess. So, like I was saying, this might be a place where for some people doing the low and the slow and around, maybe giving up on spending a lot of money on a region like SoCal, and maybe just buying HD buildings would be more useful for you. By having the land class and having the global base, and vector, you at least get all the runways and things placed. All the roadways, the power lines, everything is correct. The scale, the mountains. Things of that nature seem to be more accurate. And so you could save, because as we can see, we're still getting great frame rate. So, all right, let's pitch for best glide and see if we can get there. All right, well, I think this gives us everything that we need to know about our options. Accuracy and beauty from the airport of PSP, which is nice. That's kind of what you fly into and fly out of. Maybe the region is less important and save a lot of money on the region. Alright, so we got our PFL in. Runway is made. Go ahead and put our flaps in. And we'll go full flaps. Wow, talk about a float. Come on, let's get down. All right, so we survived our PFL. That's good. Sweet. All right, got our pitch back up. Cool. All right, well, I think that's a positive. PSP, the windsocks don't break. It looks really good, and it has a small hit on the frame rate. But not big enough that it was driving us down to unplayable, unlandable frame rates. Awesome. That's a good one. But I'm still not happy about SoCal region. Okay, if you like this video, please hit that like button. If you want to see more of these, don't forget to subscribe. I also do other flying, like, I don't know, in real airplanes as well. But anyway, hope you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you haven't, and come along with us on the next one. So, thanks for watching.